Good Morning San Antonio starts right now.
And good morning. It's 8:58, 79, already 79 degrees. Yesterday was 75 at this time, so it's going to be a little warmer today.
It's going to be warm, and there might be some showers, but we'll have a lot of that later.
A little bit. I want to talk about, we know a lot of people are going to be out on the lakes and the rivers this weekend, enjoying the 4th of July weekend. And just a warning for you. I don't mean to gross you out because these things sound gross. They just sound nasty. They're zebra mussels, and yes, they have infiltrated South Texas.
Yeah, a homeowner in Kingsland area shared a photo to social media showing a float her family keeps in the water at Lake LBJ that's completely covered in zebra mussels.
Look at those things. They're nasty. They're just absolutely nasty. Of course, they're in all the Highland lakes now, Buchanan and Inks and LBJ, Marble Falls, Travis, Austin. They're all these people living on all these lakes are having to deal with it. And if you take your boat to one of these lakes, when you get your boat out of the water, you need to clean that thing off, and anything else you put in the water, you need to clean that off as well. And that's how you keep from transferring these zebra mussels to other waterways or back into the lake where you're going. Remember a couple years ago, Canyon Lake had the same problem. They had these zebra mussels in the water system and the intake valves for the water treatment plant. And so people who are on the Canyon Lake water on the north side of Canyon Lake had to basically ration water. They were told to watch their limited their water use. So those things are nasty. And
they're like in a big group. They come they attach to everything, pipes, and it can be very bad.
So just think about that when you take your boat to the lake this weekend. You want to clean that thing when you get it out of the water.
Drain it. Drain everything. Clean it
up.
Dry it.
So, and you know the way the weather looks, it looks like we're going to have some weather to go out laking. Yep. But we'll get to that in just a second. First, we want to get to the 9 at 9. A San Antonio Summer League basketball game ends with fists flying. The 15-year-old victim says the father of an opposing team member overheard a conversation he didn't like and turned violent. The teen had a concussion and a black eye. The dad arrested.
A local family is devastated after a fake social media account popped up with the pictures of their deceased son. Mark Martinez died in a car crash nearly 5 years ago. The family notified Facebook and Instagram, but as of 24 hours ago, the spam account was still active.
ELSA upgraded to a hurricane earlier this morning, the first Atlantic hurricane of the year. The Caribbean bracing for heavy rain and winds this morning. South Florida could be in the crosshairs early next week, which might cause major delays for crews searching through the CONDO collapse.
After an hours-long delay, the search is back on in Miami. The death toll remains at 18, with 145 still missing. Officials say there are plans to level the part of the building still standing, saying it poses a danger to the recovery site and surrounding area.
5 workers injured after a building collapsed in Washington, D.C. All of them were taken to the hospital and are expected to survive. The 5-story building failed after storms blew through the area.
The final American troops have withdrawn from Afghanistan, ending the NATO security for the Afghan people. The first troops landed at the Bagram Air Base back in 2002.
The Boy Scouts of America have reached an $850 million agreement with attorneys representing some 60,000 victims of child sex abuse. The settlement marks one of the largest sums in U.S. history involving cases of sexual abuse.
Economists expect today's job report to show more than 600,000 new jobs and a lower unemployment rate. Experts say the report will determine when the Federal Reserve raises interest rates.
And if you're traveling this weekend, plan to share the road and airports with millions of others doing the same thing. AAA expects to see numbers higher than before the pandemic. And that's today's 9 at 9.
And Justin's keeping a close eye. Justin, you're keeping a close eye on the tropics. There's a lot of development.
That's right. That was suspenseful, guys. Yes, we do have a hurricane out there. We're going to talk about that coming up in just a few minutes. But first, we got to start with the big story this weekend. We got Independence Day. We've got fireworks. We got a lot going on. So what does the weather look like? We're going to bring in the forecast. Here it is.
Here it is.
Oh, sound effects.
Man, that's a wow.
Right
Never gets old.
One more.
Fireworks all over the place. Boom. Sound effects too. That's perfect. 89 degrees on Sunday. Wind looks like we're going to be in that zone for watching some fireworks around dusk. 30% chance of rain. I think once the sun goes down, rain chances come down a little bit, but we'll still have to dodge potentially a few showers and storms. And as I've been saying all along, I have that KSAT weather app with you. Katie and Sarah are going to be working hard over the weekend, and they'll send you any alerts if anything is headed your way. We'll keep you posted, but hopefully we can fit in all of our events over the weekend and everything will be good. We're looking at the radar right now. We've got some showers and storms up there across North Texas. These are trying to sink south, but I think they stay to our north today. As we get into tomorrow, that changes a little bit, and rain chances do come back into the forecast. So the heat index will be near 100 today. Keep that in mind. Scattered afternoon downpours this weekend, and then higher rain chances next week with some deeper moisture moving into South Texas. Pollen count is in. Mold's in the high category, down some more from yesterday, 3,400, but with rain in the forecast, you can expect those mold numbers to stay elevated. 95 degrees today. That's your high temperature. 10% chance of rain with that heat index close to 100. Yes, we'll talk about the tropics too. Hurricane ELSA coming up here in just a few minutes, guys.
Outside with Trans Guy 281 at Bitters. Ooh, looks like things are picking up a little bit. A little bit of traffic out there. People headed out of town, getting on the roads, going to enjoy the 4th of July weekend. If you're headed that way, just take your patience and be careful. We want to see you back here next week.
Now let's get to our top stories this morning. San Antonio police had their hands full with a couple early morning shootings.
Both of them happened on the west side of town. Take a look at the scene outside of Morales Ice House early this morning. This is in the 900 block of Frio City Road. Police say an anonymous 911 call led to a man found shot and critically injured. Investigators initially thought he had been stabbed. Then EMS crews later found a gunshot wound in his arm and his chest. He was rushed to the hospital in critical condition. Now the search is on for suspects.
And police are also trying to piece together another shooting.
This one happened on the city's west side. This was the scene at the 100 block of Ricardo, not far from Old Casterville Road. That's where police say they found a 19-year-old man in the street with a gunshot wound on his leg. Right now, it's not clear how it happened, but the victim told police he knew the person who shot him. He was taken to the hospital and is expected to be okay. The investigation in that shooting is ongoing. And new this morning, authorities say they have found the body of a San Antonio teenager who drowned yesterday.
19-year-old Nicholas Austin Mireles was found early this morning on Port Aransas Beach. The drowning happened Wednesday morning near Marker 10. According to the Port Aransas police chief, the father, 47-year-old Richard Allen Mireles Jr., was with his son and other family members when the boy started to drown.
Morales Jr. tried to help him, but also struggled to stay above water. Police say Morales Jr. was unresponsive when first responders pulled him to shore. Authorities were not able to find the teen's body due to the high waves until now.
In case you missed it, a lot has happened in the Florida condo collapse since Monday. We want to take a moment to recap the week and take a look back at how the progress has developed.
Starting with the early part of the week, on Monday, crews were still digging through rubble by hand as cranes and other heavy equipment arrived at the scene. It took a matter of hours for at least 2 cranes to get set up and ready for use, and that's when giant chunks of cement were carefully lifted off the pile of rubble. But just when crews thought things were going well, operations were put on hold as multiple fires broke out under the rubble.
Also early this morning, families from all over the world started showing up at the scene, hoping for good news about their loved ones. At the time, only 11 people had been confirmed dead.
Monday was also when the Condo Association released details about the building's last inspection, which was back in 2018. The report said the building had structural issues, but it was deemed in very good shape. Multiple pictures also surfaced showing deteriorated parts of the building. The Surfside mayor issued warnings that every building in the area get inspected immediately.
On Tuesday, officials began their investigations into how the condo collapsed. The state's attorney also announced that she would pursue a grand jury investigation into the collapse.
Crews from all over the world arrived on Tuesday to help with the search. An Israeli rescue team was one of the first groups to begin digging through the rubble alongside Miami-Dade first responders. And
twice on Tuesday, the search had been put on hold as heavy rains, winds, and lightning bear down on the area. Only one victim was recovered on Tuesday.
Now to the middle part of the week, the death toll rose significantly. On Wednesday, 6 victims were recovered throughout the day.
These are 17 of the 18 victims that had been found so far. At least 2 children were among the victims, ages 4 and 11. Also on Wednesday, multiple members of the condo board of the Champlain Towers resigned, all citing disputes over the repairs that needed to be made to the building.
Inclement weather continued to be a major factor in the operation. More rain and lightning put the search on hold. A water spout even formed in part of the bay right next to the collapsed site. Search crews said they had removed more than 3 million pounds of debris since the collapse happened the Thursday before.
Thursday marked 1 week since the collapse and proved to be one of the more difficult days in the search. Operations were put on hold for over 15 hours after fears that the standing part of the building could come crashing down. The pause left family members waiting and losing hope for their loved ones who would be found.
President Joe Biden and Dr. Jill Biden and other federal officials also made a visit to the area Thursday to speak with families of the victims and to thank the hundreds of crew members helping in the search. The president pledged to provide any federal resources needed to make the process easier and quicker.
They're going through hell, and those who survived the collapse, as well as those who are missing loved ones.
Also on Thursday, state officials had eyes on the tropics as weather experts started mentioning the possibility of tropical weather. Right now, Hurricane ELSA is entering the Caribbean.
And Governor Ron DeSantis says vital resources that are helping with the search may have to be pulled back to help with storm preparations. The weather could be in the area as early as this weekend. The death toll remains at 18 as of this morning.
Time now 9:09, 80 degrees outside, still ahead on GMSA at 9.
The Alamo City skyline about to light up for the 4th of July. We are live with a preview of the San Antonio's official fireworks celebration.
District 9 is spearheading cleanup efforts at a homeless camp this morning in North San Antonio, but they're using a different approach. Just ahead on GMSA, we'll be speaking to city leaders on why the change.
Happening this morning on the city's north side, city cleaning crews are focusing their efforts on an encampment in District 9 just east of Churchill High School.
District 9 Councilman John Courage says today is also about providing useful resources to those experiencing homelessness. Alicia Barrera is live from the encampment cleanup with more on today's efforts. Good morning, Alicia.
Good morning. Well, let me tell you, about 40 volunteers have signed up through Keep San Antonio Beautiful, and they're doing work like this, picking up the trash that they see along this drainage canal and then putting it either in bags or, as you can see here, in a cart. And then they're all gathering those items in one corner, and that way they can clean up and take this out. This ends at noon today. Trevor Baker's here with me. He's the clinical outreach coordinator for the homeless division of the City of San Antonio District 10. You tell me that before, historically, the City of San Antonio used abatement, so that's just coming in here without notice, cleaning up, but now it's more of a humanistic approach. Why is that so important?
It's very important because we need to have that balanced approach, and regarding just showing up, we don't really do that. I mean, we try to give as much pre-warning to preemptively engage them in terms of their interests and services and make sure that we're offering that opportunity for them to self-advocate for themselves in that regard. So it's much more important for us to have this balanced approach because we don't want to just get in the habit of demonizing or throwing people's belongings away. We're more than that in our society, and we offer more than that, which is why you have licensed clinicians like myself within the respective districts to offer that counterbalance, if you will. So we really do try to meet people where they're at, and if there's a greater need and we allow that need to go unmet, then we're a part of the problem. So we don't want to do that and have that be the face of what we offer, but we do want to make sure we have that nuanced and more even-toned approach in terms of engaging the community.
Trevor, thank you so much. And before we go back to the studio, I want to show you just all the action that's happening back here. So again, so many volunteers, a total of 40 have signed up. If you do have some free time today, Keep San Antonio Beautiful tells me they do need more volunteers. So it goes back probably about I want to say a long time, a long way. I did speak to Councilman John Courage, and he hit the ground running. So the event, they started showing up around 7 a.m., but the event itself started at 8 a.m. And already within 10, 15 minutes of him hitting the road down that way, he had already filled up at least one of the bags. So he's down there with other volunteers. So again, if you do have a few minutes, a few hours today, you are asked to make it out here. It's just east of Churchill High School. Reporting live, Alicia Barrera, KSAT 12 News.
Thank you so much, Alicia.
The good news is the work's getting done, and there's some shade out there because it's pretty warm. Justin?
No doubt about it. It's a little deceiving. It looks nice out there, but the humidity is pretty thick today, so heat index values are going to jump up near 100. Hot day today. It does cool down some this weekend. We have some rain chances to talk about, too. Let's take a look outside. As we look towards the airport, that promises to be a busy place this weekend. We've got partly cloudy skies. Temperatures right now 77 at the airport, calm winds, and we'll get off and on clouds today. 80 degrees Helotes, 76 Bandera, 78 Rio Medina, 81 in Castroville, 81 right now in New Braunfels. Most places right on the edge of 80 degrees here. We'll see most places jump into the 80s here fairly soon if they're not already. And as I mentioned, the forecast heat index is going to be close to 100 degrees today. So 97 is what it will feel like this afternoon here in town. 100 in New Braunfels, 100 in Gonzales, 100 in Pleasanton. And it's going to be a very summer-like day. Rain chances really on the low end this afternoon, pretty similar to yesterday. But as you look up across North Texas, we do have some showers and storms lining up along a frontal boundary. This front will try to shift a little bit further south today. It will not move through. It's not going to give us cooler temperatures, but it will, I think, push some thunderstorms a little closer to us tomorrow. So rain chances do kick up on your Saturday afternoon. As we look at the satellite picture here, you can see where some of the clouds are. A lot of clouds actually across North Texas, but not much here. We've got a little thin deck of high clouds that may try to work in, and it does look like we have a few clouds, lower clouds trying to develop. Forecast looks like this. As we jump into the afternoon, this is around 5 o'clock. We've got an isolated storm or two, but not much around here. And then by tomorrow, we start off with some clouds, and then by the afternoon, you'll notice we've got showers and storms developing, scattered downpours. There could be some lightning and thunder for sure, and some pockets of heavy rain that'll work its way south. So I think the biggest chance of rain tomorrow is going to be late afternoon and early evening. And then once the sun goes down, we'll lose some of that activity. If you're heading out to the Armed Forces River Parade, that starts at 11 o'clock. I think it's early enough to where we'll avoid some of those higher rain chances. 20% 11 o'clock, 20% noontime, but we do bump up rain chances to 30% at 1 o'clock. And then the July 4th forecast, we'll fast forward to Sunday. Looks like temperatures will be around 89 degrees by 5 o'clock, 40% chance of showers and storms. And as you head out to the fireworks, dusk 87. Rain chances come down just a little bit once we lose some of that daytime heating, 30% chance of rain. So you may be dodging a storm or two during your outdoor activities. The best advice I can give you, have the KSAT weather app with you. We'll send you alerts if there's a shower or storm around, and hopefully it'll pass by and get right back out and enjoy your festivities. High pressure is in control now. It shifts off to the west, and we mentioned Sunday, scattered activity. Monday and Tuesday, I think rain chances actually look better. We've got an upper level low moving in, a lot of moisture in place, and some more scattered downpours next week. A pretty unusual pattern that we're in. And I do have to mention the tropics very quickly. We have Hurricane ELSA out there right over Barbados right now. It's moving west-northwest at 28 miles per hour. Latest track, and I think this jives with what the computer models are showing us, anywhere from western parts of Florida to the east coast of Florida. And that's not great news for those who live there. It looks like we'll get some heavy rain out of this, maybe some gusty winds. But that would be Tuesday into Wednesday. By and large, we're missing out on any of ELSA's effects here. 91 degrees Saturday, 89 Sunday. There's your 40% chance of rain. We up it to a 50% chance Monday, 60% chance next week with highs in the 80s, guys.
All right, thanks, Justin. 919, 80 degrees outside.
I did like your fireworks show, though. That was good stuff. Thank you. Ahead in our next half hour, it was a busy week in the courts as a couple of high-profile cases ended with plea deals. Erica Hernandez has been staying on top of these stories. She is standing by with the debrief. Plus,
and good morning, guys. Preparations are underway for the HEB July 4th celebration out here at Woodlawn Lake. We're going to tell you everything you need to know before you head out this weekend. And I'm going to go out on a ledge and say that you're probably going to need some water and some sunblock as we get set for this big holiday weekend. That's coming up right after the break.
Welcome back. A lot happening for the 4th of July this year. Over a dozen fireworks displays will happen Sunday night. One of them will be at Woodlawn Lake.
RJ Marquez is live now with a preview of what you can expect and some things to keep in mind. You were by the food booths a second ago. Where'd they go? No food, I guess.
No, they're still here, David. I'm still waiting for the food to get here. But yeah, early preparations getting underway here at the HEB July 4th celebration out here at Woodlawn Lake. Of course, a lot of people are excited about this event coming back. Of course, last year we were not able to do it. So this is kind of the first official city event, city gathering that they're hosting besides, of course, Fiesta, which we just got past. So it's great to see that people are going to come back here and get ready to celebrate the July 4th weekend. But of course, there's going to be a lot of things that people need to know before they head out to Woodlawn Lake. And here to help us kind of talk through some of this stuff and what people need to know is Libby Day. She is with the San Antonio Parks Foundation. Libby, all right, so what are some key things that people need to know right away before they head out on Sunday?
So things will get started at 11 a.m. on Sunday. We're super excited to be back at Woodlawn and have the opportunity to gather and celebrate July 4th together. Things will get started at 11. We'll have food vendors and carnival games, which will all be in this area. And then in this pavilion over here, we'll have some family-friendly activities, coloring, and then at 5 p.m. is the official welcome salute. We'll have the mayor with us and some other distinguished guests that we're super excited about. The United States Air Force Band of the West Top Flight will have a performance at 7:30, and after that at 9 we have the fireworks celebration, and we're so excited to be back here doing it.
Yeah, definitely. So let's talk about some things that people may need to know about bringing. Of course, want to keep things clean out here at the lake. We know people are excited to come back. So you mentioned earlier people bringing trash bags and also maybe water, some other things. What do people need to bring there?
Absolutely. So we want to keep our parks looking beautiful. Please bring trash bags for trash and recycling. Of course, we've got trash cans here, and we'll have the cleanup crew to help get everything spick and span before the next morning. Other things that we really want to make sure people bring so that they're prepared and ready to have a good time: water, sunblock, umbrellas, any other type of sun protection. It is going to be a warm day. We will, of course, have food and water available, but we want to make sure people come prepared. And outside of that, a good attitude, a smile, and, come ready to have a good time.
Yeah, I'm sure people will have that. And I'm sure people maybe back home are asking right now about some social distancing, masks, and things of that nature. Just real quick, what do people need to know on that end?
Yeah, so since we're outdoors, masks are optional. We do encourage social distancing. One of the things that's going to be different this year is we don't have the carnival rides. We still have the carnival games, but we wanted to be really cautious and make sure that we have all of those health precautions in mind. So social distancing, masks optional. We'll have more green space for people to kind of spread out and enjoy the park without the rides being here this year.
All right. Thank you very much, Libby. So Libby and I will be back here in just a little bit to talk more about some of the things going on here at the HEB 4th of July celebration out here at Woodlawn Lake. David, no food yet, man, but I could just imagine that Sunday things are going to get pretty interesting out here. Tiffany, David?
I bet so. It sounds like an exciting time out there. So thanks, RJ. We'll see you next half hour. After a long hiatus, the city of New Braunfels is also ready to celebrate the upcoming 4th of July weekend with a bang.
Stephen Cavazos spoke to city officials as they prepare to light up the sky. Now, Stephen, what did they tell you?
Well, they're very excited. Let me tell you that, David and Tiffany. Last year, the city of New Braunfels had to postpone the firework display because of the pandemic. But this year, the show is back, and it's expected to be bigger and better than ever. Now, the fireworks will be set over Landa Lake. You can watch them throughout Landa Park, though, the Landa Park Golf Course and Comel Springs and the Fredericksburg baseball fields. Now, that spectacular show can also be seen at several other places, including Fisher Park. Now, Stacey Dickey is the Parks and Recreation Director. She hopes to see the big celebration bring the community back together after a tough year.
We're glad to see that folks are coming back to town and that our locals here are getting out and meeting up with their neighbors and doing all the fun things that we didn't have access to last year.
Now, this year's show will have twice the pyrotechnic firepower from previous displays, and there may even be a few more surprises, according to city officials, something to look out for. Now, Dickie tells us that they received a generous donation from residents and sponsors, Joy and Rocky Hill, and they were able to make this happen. Now, that donation was made also to honor the 175th anniversary of the founding of New Braunfels. And coming up at noon today, we will have more on how these celebrations are coming together. David, Tiffany? Lots of exciting stuff.
Yeah, lots of exciting. This is going to be a great weekend. And boy, do we need it. We need to be out and having
But take
fun.
that sunblock, like RJ said.
Yeah,
And the umbrella is a good idea.
Yeah, just in case.
And a lot of folks are headed out of town. And we're going to take a look at, what are we going to take a look at now? We're going to take a look at the
Trans Guide.
Trans Guide?
Yeah.
Where's Trans Guide? Where's Trans Guide? There's Trans Guide.
There you go.
There's a lot of traffic out there. Stephen, there's a lot of traffic out there.
Looks good so far, though. Sunny.
Right. It's
Sunny
moving.
on the roads. People moving.
All right. There you go.
Check your cars, though.
Hey, there's a lot more ahead on GMSA at 9, including the latest from the courtroom. Plus, we are live as the efforts to clean up an encampment are underway.
It was a busy week in courts, and not so much because there weren't any trials going on.
2 high-profile cases ended with plea deals, and a lawsuit was filed against Trinity University. So here to break it all down for us is Erica Hernandez. So good morning, Erica.
Good morning.
Erica, let's start with Christopher Davila's case. Were we expecting a plea deal on that one?
Actually, I don't think anybody was, because when this whole thing started happening in 2019 with the King Baby J murder, he always said that he was innocent. He never said that he did this or that he was responsible for this. There was even a staged kidnapping at a point for this. But it was really shocking to hear Tuesday he took a plea deal.
Yeah, so he didn't plead guilty. He took this plea deal. So what does the no contest plea actually mean for this?
So
case?
he's not saying, hey, I did this. He's just saying, I just don't want to go to trial, basically. So he's doing this for the benefit of not going to a trial. So he took this plea deal for 40 years, which you'll have to serve half of that before he's up for parole.
Now, let's go to the next case. Joshua Garcia, who killed his girlfriend, Erin Castro, in 2018. What was his plea deal?
His plea deal was a little complicated for some to understand. So he had a previous conviction of 20 years in where he actually, it was a domestic violence thing. He had hit his girlfriend before with Erin Castro with the car, and he got 20 years for that sentence. And then he got 35 years for the actual murder of her. But it was going to be served concurrently, which means it'll be the 35 years and not 35 plus 20. So that kind of 20 serves in conjunction with the 35 years.
And this week we have a lawsuit against Trinity University that's been filed. The estate of Kaylee Mandati is seeking what in this case?
They're seeking about $1 million, and it could be more because there's other possible damages. This is a case we've been following for a long time of the murder of Kaylee Mandati. If you remember 2019, there was a trial for this for Mark Howerton, but it was a hung jury. There wasn't a decision. So the retrial is expected to happen in August. Her family is now suing Trinity University and him for, let me get this right, because the lawsuit is claiming the university failed to respond to multiple reports of stalking, abuse, intimidation, and domestic violence, as well as accusing the school of gender-based discrimination. Now, we have that lawsuit up on KSAT.com right now, so you can read through it and kind of understand what is really going on here.
All right, you're going to be very busy the next couple of weeks.
Yes, we have the Otis McCain trial coming up, so that starts on July 12th, but we have a lot of stuff leading up to that, coverage-wise to get everybody ready for that trial.
I don't want to put you on the spot, but I know there's some things coming up that you're going to be covering in detail and really getting into the next.
Yeah, so next Thursday we'll have a live stream previewing the Otis McCain trial at 7 p.m. We also have a special the next weekend, and then the trial does start July 2nd, so we're getting ready for that one.
It seems like activity in the courts are starting to pick up now that the pandemic is kind of calm down a little bit?
Yeah, the McCain trial will be the first high-profile case and the biggest trial to take place since the pandemic. Wow. And it's going to be interesting. Even just going through the courthouse, every day, you're starting to see more and more people in the hallways and things really picking up.
All right, Erica. Thank you very much.
Thanks, guys.
Appreciate it.
Let's take a look outside with live cam. 81 degrees, but all eyes are going to be on you, Justin, as people are trying to make their plans for this big weekend.
Well, that has been the big question. We know there are rain chances and showers and storms are in the forecast, but how does it affect our plans? The good news is the activity tends to be the kind of stuff that pops up, moves along. So it's not going to be rainy all day. Not everybody's going to get rain. But one small change to the forecast is that we did add a 20% chance for rain into the forecast late this evening and tonight. Just looking at some of the new models that are coming in, it does look like we could get a few storms coming in out of the north tonight. So we'll keep an eye on that. Otherwise, we bump up rain chances to 40% tomorrow and Sunday, 50% Monday, and 60% Tuesday, Wednesday. For early July, it's pretty impressive to see rain chances like that across the board, but that's where we stand. As we look at temperatures, 81 degrees in Helotes, 79 Bernie Stage, 81 New Braunfels, 78 in Seguin, 80 out towards Gonzales. And the forecast for today, 95 by 5 o'clock. It'll feel like it's near 100 with that heat and humidity. And then we do add in some rain chances there around 8 o'clock and maybe around the 10 o'clock hour as well. There could be a few isolated thunderstorms. We'll talk more about the weekend forecast and why we think rain chances will be so high next week. That's coming up here in just a couple minutes, guys.
All right, Justin, thank you. There's I-35 at Schertz Parkway. Things moving smooth right now. Hopefully it'll stay the same throughout the day. If you're planning on leaving town, make sure you take all the precautions you need, especially some patience, because the roads are expected to be very crowded this afternoon as people get out of town for the holiday weekend. So just get ready. And happening now on the city's north side, District 9 Councilman John Courage is leading the efforts to clean up an encampment near an apartment complex and high school.
The cleanup is now underway. Alicia Barrera is live near that encampment. Good morning, Alicia.
Good morning. So just so you get an area of where we are east of Churchill High School off of Sir Winston Street in Blanco. And then this drainage canal connects to Salado Creek. So that's where you see most of the volunteers right now. They're making their way through. And just a little bit more than an hour, we see such a huge difference. You're actually able to see more of the ground and make your way a little bit more safely through here. And one of the volunteers working really hard this morning is Councilman for District 9, Mr. John Courage. Good morning. How far back did you make it? And we've already seen you make a few trips to drop off the trash.
Sure. I think we've probably gone about 100 yards back from Sir Winston Street, but I've walked back as far as a quarter mile, and there's still a lot of trash and debris, much of which is, from rain and wash just going down the creekway, but also there's a lot of indications homeless people have been living in this area.
And you mentioned that the reason you wanted to do this is because you have heard from residents in the area and they are concerned for their health and their safety.
Sure. You've got families who live near here. Churchill High School's real close by. We've heard from people that know that their young people kind of traverse these areas going back and forth from school, and during the summertime, kids are always looking for a place to go hang out or play around. I did that when I was a kid. And so, the creek area is one that we want to try and maintain safety for the residents around here. That means cleaning it up. But it also means trying to help the homeless find a place where they can be safe, away from just living out in the open like this. It's a challenge. I just saw a homeless man here who is picking through some of the things we picked up. I tried to offer him some kind of help, and he just doesn't want it. And for too many homeless people, they just aren't willing to accept the kind of help that may be available. But we at least need to clean out these areas and try and do what we can to help them find a place.
Very well. Thank you so much for being here today. And that's the big focus, right? Cleaning this area, but also offering those resources available. And it's not just coming out today. I spoke to another representative here for the city of San Antonio, and he tells me that unfortunately this is one that just resurfaces. So they know that they'll probably have to come back here again. So again, if you're interested in helping, the organization to reach out to volunteer is Keep San Antonio Beautiful. Reporting live, Alicia Barrera, KSAT 12 News.
Thank you very much, Alicia. It's nice to see people out there trying to make a difference in our community.
Yeah, and there's always time to go out and help.
Yeah, there is. It is now 9:40 and 81 degrees. You're watching GMSA at 9.
And here's a live look at Woodlawn Park, where preparations are beginning for this year's 4th of July celebration. We check in with RJ Marquez after the break.
Plus, we're going to be checking in with Texas Eats host David Elder for details on his new episode that airs tonight.
After a year-long pause, the festivities are back on at Woodlawn Park for this year's 4th of July.
RJ Marquez is live with a preview of what you can expect. So you got food, you got fun, you got fireworks. Break it all down for us, RJ.
And David, we have ducks too. We're going to show you guys here. Look at this little guy that just came up right here, our live shot, as we are just a couple of feet away from Woodlawn Lake, getting ready for this big celebration. I'm sure these guys are excited for sure as people get back after, as you guys mentioned, just a year away, the city official event, the fireworks show that's going to take place here on Sunday evening. So we talked about, of course, hydration. That's pretty big. I already went through a couple of water bottles out here. So, you know, sun protection, that's going to be a big thing as well, making sure you clean up after yourself. But there's some other things that people need to know before they head out on Sunday here at Woodlawn Lake. So Libby Day, she is back with us. She is with the San Antonio Parks Foundation. Libby, parking. A lot of people are going to be coming out here. What do people need to know about parking and just making sure that everyone out here enjoys themselves and doesn't get in too much trouble over parking?
Yeah, absolutely. So parking is always a struggle. We really encourage people to ride share if you're coming from someplace not in the neighborhood. If you can, bike, walk. The parking lot here at the Island House will close at 8 p.m. on Friday and will not be available through the weekend. Use your public transportation, use your legs, use your bike, and if you need to drive, grab a ride share.
Absolutely. I saw some people biking earlier, jogging around. So the amenities here at Woodlawn Lake at the park are also going to be available for people on Sunday, including the pool, because I'm sure some people are definitely going to want to cool down.
Yes, it's going to be a warm one. So all of the park amenities that we enjoy every day will be available on Sunday. The walking path will be open. All of the fitness stations will be available for use, and the pool will be open. A friendly reminder to folks, you do need a reservation to use the pool, so you can do that online or call. And ultimately, we're just so excited to be back here and be able to celebrate at the lake again.
All right. Thank you very much, Libby Day with the San Antonio Parks Foundation. And of course, guys, this is an alcohol-free park. So yes, make sure that you take that into mind. And if you need any more sort of things to know about what you head out to our website, and also check out the city's website as well. Guys, I'm very tempted to probably jump in the pool here in just a little bit, or even just hang out with these ducks. These guys are having a good time as well. Hopefully everyone that comes out here stays safe and just has a good time. Yeah, everything gets started out here at 11 a.m.
Thanks, RJ.
Sounds like it's going to be a fun time, all the people getting back together. So now the question goes right to Justin. You know what that question is?
I'm telling you, all eyes on you.
Yeah.
Okay, lots of pressure here. No, listen, I think we're going to have some scattered downpours around the area, both Saturday and Sunday. As far as will it interrupt plans, we can't say just yet. The nature of this activity is going to pop up here and there. We can't pinpoint an exact location. What I can tell you is have the radar nearby, check it on your phone, and make your plans accordingly, because there will be some activity on the radar. We do know that. Hopefully it doesn't mess up too many plans. Let's go outside for you right now, and you see the partly cloudy skies. Temperatures sitting at 77 degrees at the airport, 82 Stinson, 84 Kelly, 80 at Randolph. Winds are generally pretty light, and temperatures are on their way up. A little bit of cloud cover trying to work in here across Bexar County right now. Those are those partly cloudy skies you see there on live cam. Temperatures 84 at Port SA, 81 Hondo, 79 Bernie Stage, and 81 right now in New Braunfels. A little area of high clouds trying to move in too. Shouldn't be a problem. We'll see plenty of sun through the day today. And as we look north, there is a frontal boundary, and along this we are seeing some scattered showers and storms. This front will stay to our north, but what we are watching is any development out ahead of this front today could push some outflow boundaries south. That may be enough to spark some showers and storms off north of San Antonio this evening, and some of those could work south. Computer models are starting to indicate that. We'll keep an eye on the radar. We have thrown in some rain chances tonight to account for that. And you look at the satellite picture, you can kind of see there are some clouds trying to develop right out ahead of that front. Could be some showers and storms here over the next couple of hours. A lot of rain around Dallas. We've seen rain around Amarillo, and there are some showers out in the Gulf of Mexico. A little closer look here. Again, not much yet. Forecast does show that by 5 o'clock, maybe up around Fredericksburg Junction, there could be some storms. And now this computer model does want to push some of those showers, probably dying down as they work into the area tonight. Otherwise, we start off mostly cloudy tomorrow morning, and then by tomorrow afternoon, better chances for showers and storms. This is around 5 o'clock. We're seeing that scattered activity. There could be some pockets of heavy rain, lightning, and thunder, certainly a possibility. We are not looking for widespread severe weather. Could there be a strong storm? Yes, but we don't think there will be that much in the way of severe weather, if at all. And as we get into Sunday, same story. We'll see showers, scattered showers and storms around mainly during the afternoon. If you're heading out to the Armed Forces River Parade, the good news here is it's pretty early, so we may beat out some of the rain. 11 a.m., 20% chance. By the time things are winding down, about a 30% chance of rain. Same for fireworks. We think around 5 o'clock there'll be a 40% chance of rain on Sunday. And then by the time we get into the nighttime hours, about a 30% chance. Very quickly, let's look forward in time here. We're going to have quite a bit of moisture around the area as we get into next week. This area, orange and red, represents deep moisture, and with a little disturbance around, that's why we think rain chances will be even higher Tuesday and Wednesday. This moisture increases. It's not from Hurricane ELSA, though. That storm is still way out in the, well, it's starting to affect the islands here. Winds at 75 miles per hour, gusting to 90. Latest computer models take this towards Florida, maybe the West Coast, but still could be as far west as Panama City. Folks along the Gulf Coast need to watch this. Does not look like it will affect us at all. 40% chance of rain this weekend. As we mentioned, scattered downpours next week. That brings temperatures down. A wet pattern ahead with scattered afternoon downpours in the forecast all the way into next week, guys.
I think we're going to have a serious downpour if we're going to pause that party on Sunday.
Yeah. I don't think there's going to be any pause.
No, I'm with you. 9:50, 82 degrees.
The next episode of Texas Eats airs tonight.
David Elder is making his way down I-10 to H-Town.
Take a look at the preview of what kind of crazy good food he found this time.
Now we're here in Houston, Texas to try some Cajun Texas fusion. Let's go inside BB's Tex Orleans Cooking. Joining me now is Brooks Bossler. He is the founder and CEO out here at the restaurant. And man, this is it. This is the spread you want when you come out here. A little bit of Texas, a little bit of New Orleans. This is like the fusion that you've been craving, and it's right here in Houston, Texas. Right in front of us, though, this is what everybody wants.
That's it.
That's the crawfish boiled.
Yeah.
Now, is this a recipe that you grew up with, or how did you get going into all this food?
I grew up eating crawfish on Good Fridays in Central Texas, and then in Louisiana during the season. But my dad had an annual Good Friday crawfish bowl. We're the only people that were doing crawfish back in the days.
Everybody was cooking it up.
That's it, man.
So you got some of these recipes from your family. Have you evolved any of this into what it is today?
Yeah, you know, this recipe here is from my chef and I, just kind of playing around in the lab, and we developed it about 10 years ago. Our crawfish is a 3-step process. We get a lot of seasoning from the boil water. We have a dry spice we hit it with, then we have a really nice wet sauce we hit it with, and we just mix it all in really good together. We're really big on our add-ons. We have like 20 different add-ons.
I got a little twist action on there. Now you got to go for the head.
You got to.
The seasoning that's on here has got a little kick to it, which is nice. And you offer like a spicy and a non-spicy version, right?
We do, yeah. This is our spicy version. We call this our Tex Orleans style. It's kind of what we say.
Give me some elbow, man.
Made us famous, baby.
BB's is known for their Cajun cuisine, and the seafood boil out here is top-notch. There's all different kinds. There's even a regular or spicy version, but you get some with the green monster that's in there, over the top. Brussels sprouts, edamame, and all the seasoning that's in there. It's just so good, all the way down to the middle of that little crawfish.
There's so many events this weekend.
Yeah, we've got them all listed on our website. Just go to KSAT.com if you want to find one you want to enjoy. And in the meantime, do enjoy your holiday weekend, and please be safe. We'll see you back here next week.